Alright, I'm here and I am pumped. I'm most of the way through this video tutorial series, and I mean, I only started at 4:30 and it's 6:30 now, so we've probably only got an hour to go of recording, and by that I mean an hour of me making mistakes, so I'm coming back to record. And today we're going to go through, and you're going to be making the rear wing, the bottom wing. As you can see, it's pretty simple, it's great, it's attractive, but how do you make it? Well, let's find out. Let's move on through, create a new part. By now you should be pretty good at creating new parts. Then we want to create a sketch, as always. Sketch, select that XY plane there, which is going to send us around to the front. And we're going to go to our center point rectangle. So rectangle, come down to the 2-point center rectangle, start the center, and I want you to draw a 350 millimeter. That's right, 350. Press tab, and then press 75 millimeter box. Now if you zoom out, you'll be able to see that bad boy sitting there. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come down, and I want you to go to the very end on one side, come down, and I want you to type in 20 millimeters and draw a straight line going down. And I want you to do the exact same thing on the top side, so I'm using that line tool. Shortcut is L, coming down and drawing a 20 millimeter line like so. And you got two 20 millimeter lines on one end. I'm going to do the same on the other. The reason I'm doing it this way is because sometimes it's quicker to duplicate than it is to set up and mirror and go through all of that. Plus, in my mind, it requires less forethought and planning. So we're going to do it that way and that way because that's the way I started doing it. Press escape to get out of the line tool now. Now we need that lovely spline tool, the interpolation spline. It's our friend. It's family, and we're going to come down and it's going to help us out. We're going to select that end of 20 section there, come up and click the very middle, hoping you guys can see this, the middle of the end bit there, and then we're going to come back down to that 20 bit there and press that green tick. Now there are other ways you could do this. I find this is just the easiest. Once again, what you do to one end, you must do to the other, and I'm going to do that really quickly here so you don't have to spend too much time watching, and press OK. Beautiful, look at that. We need to do nothing here other than we're going to come through and we're going to finish sketch, and we're going to extrude this now. Press E for extrude, select the center of that, and it's going to come out, and we want it to be 12 mil again. 12 millimeters, like a boss. Now, we want to do a few things here, but we're going to keep going and we're going to add some sketches. And to do these sketches, come through and select your board there. It's going to come around and it's going to sit there like that. And we're going to just go straight to the circle tool. And I'm going to draw a circle 1 like that, a circle 2 like that, 3 like that. Now 4 like that. That'll do. I've just drawn 4 circles there. I'm going to come through and we want to use our dimension tool now. It does come in handy and you don't always have to draw lines for it to work. Select the center of one of the circles and select the edge of the plane wing and just type in 12 millimeters. Then, using the dimension tool, select the center and come all the way back to that center point there. And so if you select the center point, it doesn't like doing diagonal lines. So it's always going to do how long is it actually to that line, which is great in this case. Come in, select that, and I want you to put that at 125. Once again, what you do to one, you must do to the other. So go through and do it all for the rest. I'm going to spend a quick moment taking you through that one more time. So go dimensions, select the center of that circle you've just drawn, and click on the edge there, and then type in 12 millimeters, or 12. Then click the very center of the circle, come up to the middle of that plane there, that center dot, come down, and it's going to give you a random line like this coming across, and mine says 133. We just want to change that to 125. And go through and do that for the rest of the form. By now, your plane wing should look something like this. We now need to make sure that all our circles are the same and the correct diameter, have the correct diameter. So you come through, you select the outside. If you select the outside line, it's going to give you the chance to measure or create a dimension for the inside. Click and then type in the measurement it needs to be, which is 9 millimeters. And then do that for all 4. Click on the outside, press 9, so you click on the outside, click on the board somewhere on the drawing, and then type in 9. And do it one last time. I'm sure you guys don't need to see it, but that'll do, like so. Go through and do that to all of yours. Then we're going to press Finish Sketch. Press E for Extrude. And we're going to come through, and I want you to select the circles now. Now this is one of the best features of parametric drawing software, is the ability to remove material, which is great, but to only do partial removes. So I want you to come up here, and in that 12 I want you to type in 6. And you'll see that your little pins there have shrunk. And then I want you to choose the second option. And then press OK. And what you're going to notice is that you've got a base sitting halfway through your plane, and that's where the dowels are going to sit. If you go back to the first video, you'll be able to see that pretty simply. In fact, I might be able to just pop across and show you that super quickly over here. Simply plane, can I? And this is where your dowels go through, and you don't see them on the other side. They just sit in there nice and snug. And that's the way it should be. All right, we're just about done, guys, but not quite. Gonna go Sketch. So you've selected Sketch, and I want you to come up, and we want to rotate this wing. So to do that, we're gonna select the top right-hand corner and just kind of shift it around till we can see the back. And then I want to sketch on the very back of the wing. To do that, it's going to go like that. And it's going to send me a long view now. I don't typically like to work where I can't see most of the object. And so I'm going to spin it so it looks like a wing to me this way. To do that, when you're over this cube there, we'll come through and you've got the rotate function there. Come in here, zoom in, get yourself a circle and draw yourself a 3mm circle on one side and then a 3mm circle on the other. Then go to your dimension tool, zoom in, click the center of the circle, and if you go one way like this, so you're going to actually have to drag it out past where that circle is so it knows which way you're wanting to dimension it. We're going to start here and we go bring it out this way, and then I want you to type in 0. And that's going to lock that in line with that. Then we're going to dimension it again, the center of that to the center of that. And we're going to try this again, dimension from there to there. And we want to type that in at 16. Like so, and then we want to do it to the exact same thing to the other side. So you can pause it and go do it. I'm going to quickly do it right here so you can see. Dimension, clicking the center there. Going to drag this up, and I'm going to do it opposite this time, so I'm going to change that to 16. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing, dimension there, and bring that out to there, and then I'm going to type in 0. And that's going to lock that down there. From here, I'm going to go Finish Sketch. Then we need to change from here, all we need to do is that same thing we do at the end of every video, and it's not saving, but we do need to do that as well, is we need to save this as walnut. And okay. Now guys, I do apologize if I'm going pretty fast. I wasn't happy with the videos that I made for my class, and so I was going to make some more, and so I thought I'd share them, but I wanted to get them done before you guys got to use them. So we go through and we need to save this file, save as, and we're going to save this as bottom wing. So go through and type in bottom wing and go save. And yours won't come up with this, but mine will, and I'm going to say yes. All right. Congratulations on finishing another video, and go home. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully it is a weekend. If not, I'm very sorry, and enjoy the next 5 days of school if it's a Monday. Good luck.